This view hasn't changed at all, has it? The hometown in your memories never changes, but when you return to your senses, you realize that fate has already stolen the time away. Welcome to the Trail of Genesis, friend. Indeed, the Scepter's extrapolations have reached their end, but the process of Genesis has only just begun. The path ahead will no longer rely on emotionless programs. It'll be decided by the will of humankind. Before you arrived, I kept wondering, beyond the veil of Ide Silicii, what kind of Amphoreus is being born? I can see fragments of it when I close my eyes. The friends who walked alongside us have all moved on toward their respective destinies. Some turning into pillars of the world, supporting the sky and the ocean. Others sowing reason, laying down the law, and with gentle hands lifting newborns into the light. Death and strife are no longer feared by people, and trickery has become the innocent games of children. All beings living ordinary and peaceful lives. There's no black tide, no flame chase, and no destruction. The world on the other side of the sea is one bathed in sunlight. Like a happy and carefree childhood, the era Chrysia in this cycle will last for millennia, until it reaches the moment decided by the prophecy. Light calendar 4931, month of freedom, the moment belonging to world-bearing. Are you ready to answer the call of the world, friend? Then go, and pen the Throne of Worlds' first stroke, for this world, made from countless wishes.
You say that, but it's gonna be ages till we reach light calendar 4931. I can make use of the crevices of time, but surely you and Don Hung won't have to wait around for a few thousand years, right?
That won't be necessary. We can simply sleep, and the chronocognitive anchor will wake us up.
We've both become a part of the New World ages ago. You're the last slowpoke.
Our consciousnesses can converse with each other across the heavens and the earth. Possibly due to the influence of the Trailblaze, I am now connected with this earth. And I can feel the breath of every mountain range. I see that the tallest among them is named Akama, and the form of the holy city is already taking shape.
In other words, your stage is almost set. Do you want to take a leaf out of Kefali's book and make some prophecies before your nap?
But we're not the only ones who have changed. The chrono-cognitive anchor just transmitted a message stating that Iron Tomb has reacted to the Era Nova.
The moment when our friend bore the weight of 30 million cycles of memories.
Was probably also when the scepter devoured 30 million cycles of destruction.
You know, you don't have to shoulder this world all on your own. After someone boards the Express, the word alone ceases to exist. So as we reach the end of time, no one will be left to face it alone. Don Hung and I came here to specifically tell you that.
Remember, this world is not a burden you bear alone. It's a journey we trailblaze together, alongside all of the Express.
All right. It's time for Don Hung and me to go have a super long nap. Look after this world for us.
The road ahead is long, but we'll be waiting for you at the end.
We'll definitely meet again.
Let's take one more look at the other side of the sea before we set off. Ides Elysiae is so quiet.
Just like how I remember.
Here we are once more. The scent of the black tide is now completely calm. At last, the starting point of 30 million cycles is finally welcomed.
Its first end, and the final end, right? I can't hear his voice. There are no flowers there that bloom for him, nor is there a star that is his. Finan is the only one who didn't reach the new world. Look, the golden light that shone upon the grove still meanders between heaven and earth. Like the prophecies of Amphoreus, it has to be a sign he left behind. It points towards the destruction and the deepest night. Do you still remember what I asked you at this exact spot the last time we set off? Friend, are you ready to become a hero? You were still burdened by the weight of world-bearing back then, still unsure of the role you were meant to play. But now, everyone has already given you the answer. The heroes of legends were just at the right place at the right time when the world needed a hero. Just like how your arrival kickstarted Amphoreus' fate once more. A person's personality is their destiny. We best. Those are such beautiful words. Thank you, friend. I was also trying to cheer myself up with what I said. After all, before we truly compose the end of this story, I must also pluck up the courage to head off with you. And face a memory that I have forgotten for too long. And have denied for too long.
It's so dark. What is this place?
The great tomb of the nameless Titan. The deepest recesses of memory. Also, the place where Cyrene'd was born. My apologies, friend. The more memories I got back along the way, the more I felt that something wasn't right. There's a sort of anxiety I can't get rid of. It's like when I was back in ID Silicii, when the reflections in the water always made me wonder, which is the real me? The one reflected in the water, or the one standing on the shore? But I finally get it now. Look, friend. The words on that wall are the answer.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. That rhymeless tune is the lullaby of little fairies. As always, I'll read this book to you. That way it won't just be Cyrene's memories alone. I've always thought that I was the narrator of the Flame Chase journey. But as it turns out, the narrator is also the most devoted audience. Thank you, friend. Every single Cyrene. That sounds so kind. At the moment of Aranova, I was enveloped by the texture of memories. Within the glistening crystal, I saw countless Cyrenes, as well as countless versions of me. This is the final puzzle piece of the memories. A prison born of the erudition. A grave annihilated in the destruction. That unknown solitary god. The 13th Titan who should not exist. The first new spore. The demiurge is right here.
The interrogation records have been submitted to the Marshal. According to the Ten Lords' decree, Jing Liu and Luocha shall continue to be detained in the Shuling. But you, Merlin's Claw, have been reluctant to end the transmission. Do you wish to reminisce with us? Or is there something else on your mind that you're just desperate to get out?
You're quite calm, Jing Yuan. The Alliance only authorized the Law Food to be deployed for this Iron Tomb operation. They say the Seer strategist's wisdom shines like a beacon. So why can't you see things clearly now? Look who's talking. I didn't vote against it, did I? But with enemies all around us, even a child knows the Marshal needs to keep a few Xianzhou ships in reserve, just in case. Whoever volunteers first is the Marshal's pick. If you have to ask, I'd say this outcome plays right into Jing Yuan's hands. Like it or not, there's no way we're letting the Law Fu take the lead in this battle.
Oh my, Merlin's Claw. Are you afraid the Law Fu might steal the Yao Qing's glory?
This is no laughing matter. Between the Stellaron crisis and the War Dance ceremony, though the chaos has settled, rumors and speculation are only growing by the day. With Elder Huaiyan around, those with ulterior motives won't be able to stir up any trouble. But once the Law Fu gets their hands on the golden blood, it'll be a whole different story. With the kind of person Jing Liu is, and her connection to you, I don't need to spell it out. There are countless ways this could be spun into something bigger.
You're overthinking it, General Fei Shao. When I volunteered for this task, I never expected unanimous support from the Alliance anyway. The Law Fu will seize the Golden Blood and redeem itself. That'll be our first win. Then we'll leverage this Golden Blood in the negotiations. Our second win. These two wins for the Law Fu will make all three of us happy. And that'll be our third win. Look, if this were a Skyfaring Commission deal, we'd be rolling in money, wouldn't we?
Maybe the Divine Foresight should change his name to the Optimistic General instead.
With the Decalite Reflection Barrier, the Yuchue must understand even more than the Law Fu how significant this battle is. Amphoreus' karma has vanished from the matrix of prescience. What omen does General Yao Guang see in this anomaly?
In divination studies, we call this an empty fortune. It involves the eons and is thus beyond what mere mortals can comprehend.
Your explanation isn't any clearer than Lady Fu's.
Come on. How hard is it to understand the word uncertainty? For the Cobalt Head, the emergence of Iron Tomb is a calculated instant. But I don't believe they will just sit around waiting for death. And for the powers of the cosmos, this is their chance at survival. And the key to turning the tide of interstellar affairs. The Astral Express is leading the formation of an allied force. But I can see each faction has its own hidden agenda.
There are even divisions within the Alliance. So it's not that hard to imagine how the other factions will react. Jing Yuan, I crossed paths with Selenova's Legion at the Battle of Sadunirama Star Cluster. Be extremely careful. The Ruined Legion's troops and weaponry are nothing to write home about. The IPC, even the denizens of Abundance, could take them on. However, while Void Rangers are just expendable pawns of the destruction, the real wild cards are...
The Lord Ravagers.
Indeed. Nanook's emanators are also their weapons to burn down the paths. I'm afraid conventional military tactics and strategies will be useless against them. My assessment is this. To completely take down a Ravager, we must disregard casualties and spare no cost. My only fear is one wrong move, and the Lawfu will fall into Fintilia's trap again, inching ever closer to destruction.
Doubt is exactly the demon she wants to plant in our hearts. Do you still remember the beginning of the Alliance Oath? To save future generations from war and bloody dispute. The Rainbow's arrows have always aimed at any force that threatens the cosmos. Now that the Trailblaze walks alongside us, the Cloud Knights shall keep their oath as they have from the beginning. I just hope those on the front line will remain safe.
The chronocognitive anchor is sending a signal. Everyone, time to move out.
Did he and the others make it?
Let me go over the plan one more time, just in case. You'll enter Amphoreus, reunite with your 3 separated companions, and try to locate Iron Tomb from within the world. Who are you taking with you?
The fate of the universe hangs in the balance. We can't afford any slip-ups. I suggest everyone, except Pom-Pom, join the fight.
We do need to be prepared for all possible contingencies. I have no objection to this.
I'll do whatever I can.
Meanwhile, Screwy and I will continue attacking the Demiurge Matrix. That is, the Scepter's kernel, from the outside. With our 2-pronged attack, we'll turn this hunk of metal into scrap for sure. Now we just wait for those 2 to get back. Oh, and just like that, they're here.
Sorry to keep you waiting. With Planet Screwlum's help, the formation of the Cosmic Alliance to counter Iron Tomb is progressing smoothly.
The cosmos has set its sights on Amphoreus, and now it's just waiting for the first shot.
Well then, let's not waste any more time, Fourth Mirror.
It's my time to shine! Finally off the bench! Initiating thought refraction. Please read the safety protocols carefully.
Huh?
Just kidding! I've already checked the agreement box for everyone. And now, destination? Amphoreus. 3, 2, 1, launch!
The flow of Memoria is so heavy here, unlike Panagoni's dreamscape. This place has built up a true epic measured in millennia.
The vortex of Genesis, where all myths begin and end. And in this new world created by the Nameless, the infinite cycles have been broken.
Let's set up the Trailblaze beacon and establish contact with the outside world.
I'll leave it to you then. It'd be better for me to not show myself in front of the Garden of Recollection. And, Mr. Sunday, you probably shouldn't show yourself either.
Agreed.
The Astral Express has landed. If you receive this message, please respond immediately. Over.
This is the Xianzhou Alliance. Communications normal.
Interastral Peace Corporation. Communications normal. No response from the Galaxy Rangers. Not surprising. But I didn't expect the family to also stay silent at such a critical moment.
That's a pretty blatant disregard from the family for Penacony's independent director, I'd say. Long time no see, Miss Himeko.
It's been quite a while, Madam Jade.
The significance of this battle rivals that of the campaign against Sulo. Only through victory can we disperse the shadow of Iron Tomb that looms over countless worlds. The 10 Stonehearts shall spare no effort for such a grand mission for the preservation.
Madam Jade led the Intelligentsia Guild in conducting specialized research on Iron Tomb's past activities. The bad news is, the collapse of the Erudition won't just affect inorganic beings.
You mean Iron Tomb can infect organic life too?
Well, the good news is, so far, its effects on organic life are under control. The infection progresses slowly, and the resulting neuropathy is non-fatal. In any case, the IPC can guarantee targeted vaccine coverage within 48 system hours in all star zones within the medical system.
What about other star zones? At a time like this, are the followers of the Firmament Arbiter still trying to make a profit?
I remember you, Master Diviner. Your performance during the Third Denizens of Abundance War was quite impressive. Please rest assured, all worlds can purchase vaccines from the IPC with a humanitarian discount. That's the current policy at the very least. But if the Xianzhou Alliance is willing to assist with the IPC's assets in Epsilon and other star systems, we'll have more cards to play when reiterating to the board the necessity of deep cooperation.
It makes sense, since Interastral Peace Entertainment's headquarters is in Epsilon. But why are all the other worlds on the list? Places that the Elation has visited?
Think of it as a long-term investment. Please understand that everyone at Pierpoint is swamped with Iron Tomb work, especially the marketing development department. At this rate, even the 10 Stonehearts can only do so much. Having some assistance from the Alliance would surely benefit the entire cosmos. Wouldn't you agree?
As an old Xianzhou saying goes, those who succeed should help all under heaven. Your proposal must be decided on by the 7 Arbiter Generals. I'm just here to relay the message. In times of crisis, the Luofu will not hesitate to help those in need. However, the prerequisite is that the IPC must unconditionally assist the Alliance with emergency rescue operations in the disaster area.
Of course. In the name of preservation, all for the Amber Lord.
Thank you all for your selfless dedication.
It's clear that each party still has qualms about everything.
The clash between destruction and erudition isn't just about the fate of the cosmos. It's a moment for all factions to reshuffle their cards.
You can never be too careful when battling a Lord Ravager. All are equal in matters of life and death.
In any case, we can only hope for the best in all that's to come. It's about time we dive into the vortex and see what Amphoreus looks like on the inside. I wonder where he and the others are right now. Why is there no one here?
Everything in Akama seems normal. The new world was enjoying peaceful times not long ago.
It seems it was even more recent than not long ago, Miss Himeko.
The fruit on the table is freshly cut, and the bath temperature is just right. The remembrance tells me this place was bustling with people just moments ago. It's as if everyone vanished in an instant.
Could this be Xandar's doing?
Unlikely. He's still under the surveillance of those two geniuses. Could it be some kind of local custom?
A custom that makes an entire city fall silent in an instant. Pardon my frankness, Mr. Yang, but this reminds me of some unsettling rumors about the Harmony. Complete silence
is often the prelude to divine intervention.
Everyone, be careful.
Here they come. Here they come. The Nameless of the Astral Express.
Evernight? How is this possible? She was already...
We are the chroniclers of time, and we do not fade away. Finally, the last era Nova has been completed.
What did you do to the residents of the Holy City and the three Nameless?
I didn't need to do anything. The remembrance will ultimately become the substance of the new world now. They are no longer the trailblazers you once knew, but gods who permeate heaven and earth. The 12 Titans who guard Amphoreus.
Stop fooling around, March. Come on out.
What? I practiced so long for this. Getting seen through right away is just so embarrassing.
You've obviously been learning from the theatrical culture in Amphoreus.
But if possible, I'd prefer our reunion to be a bit more casual and laid back.
As expected, I can't hide anything from Himeko and Mr. Yang. Well, long time no see. Guess I'm back?
We should be the ones to say that. Sorry for keeping you waiting. So, these jellyfish are the Titan's power?
They're just tiny manifestations of the Veil of Evernight, used for scouting and communication. If I went all out, I could summon way more of them. Thanks to him, we all turned into Titans in the new world. Sure, we can take on humanoid forms, but it feels off.
How intriguing. So what does he look like now?
It can't be a raccoon with a baseball bat, I suppose.
Please don't add weird stuff to Amphoreus' lore. Just go see it with your own eyes. Follow the prophecy's guidance and come to Dawncloud. He looks way more majestic now than he used to.
Unbelievable. All the residents of the Holy City have gathered here.
This isn't just a gathering. It's a pilgrimage. The people's expressions are resolute, devout, as if waiting for a miracle to descend.
That colossal deity is him. He has become the pillar of the world.
Surprisingly authentic. Being this serious is quite unlike his usual style.
Those people didn't disappear. Instead, they've answered the call of the prophecy and come to witness his awakening. Our good buddy now bears the weight of the entire world. And every breath they take is intertwined with Amphoreus' destiny.
Awakening? Has he fallen into slumber?
Yeah. After all, with such a huge time dilation between inside and outside the scepter, this was the only way we could wait for everyone. Time watches over yesterday. Earth guards today. And when the Trailblaze steps into Amphoreus once more, the slumbering deliverer shall awaken, and then bring the prophecy of tomorrow to this world. Come on, everyone! Let's get closer to him. Watch how the world-bearing prophecy changes this world.
Well, it seems the kids are already miles ahead of us at this stop.
All the more reason we can't afford to slow down our pace. Let's go witness this moment for ourselves.
Majestic. Speaking of which, I once caught a glimpse in Sleepyhead's memory of him transformed into a towering tattle. Love. Could it be?
Praise be to the Gaia, chrysalis of gold, for your...
No way! That was just a nice dreamscape. At least nice for him.
Praise be to Anaxagoras, bow of rift.
If they are the throne of worlds who bears the weight of this world, perhaps they could guide a traveler still wandering among the stars.
Citizens, behold! Our last Titan, the world-bearing deliverer, is about to awaken! Oh, ancient god, your loyal subjects, bewildered followers, and fearless comrades in arms have all knelt before your throne. Awaken from your eternal slumber and bestow upon the world your divine prophecy.
Please guide us. Show us how to embrace this beloved world as we welcome that distant dawn.
To walk the path of a mortal as a god, or to bear a divine burden as a mortal.
He will give us the answer.
But I am not the deliverer. Rather, I am the Nameless, who dwells among mortals.
That voice is definitely him.
I heard your prayers. The core flames flickered and dimmed, and the age of the gods met its end. So flow, golden blood, flow. I'll bestow it upon you, returning it to the true masters of this world. Stand with me and become heroes.
Is this...
Yes. It's the miracle he brought to Amphoreus. Of course, it would manifest in the form of the Trailblaze.
Golden blood, raining down like a storm. The prophecy has descended, and the Titan commands us not to be supplicants,
but to become heroes of rebellion, to face that destined calamity, the destruction, head on.
The prophecy of the Deliverer means nothing to me now. It belongs in the hands of someone far more fitting. Someone like all of you. In the name of Kazlana, let us depart and march towards the light.
It's neither protection nor salvation. As always, there's no need for totems or myths. Humanity's most primal faith is that instinct named survival.
Let's go, everyone. Someone has already sounded the horn of departure. Explore, understand, establish, and connect. Together, let us blaze a trail for the destiny of this world.
Is it just me, or does this Demiurge Matrix feel completely dead? It's nothing like how the Memo Keeper described it.
The environmental readings are all wrong. Conclusion: this must be what the kernel actually looks like in the real world.
What did Xandar do to the scepter?
At the end of light, there must be silence. Certain, pure, and absolute darkness.
Not the time to quote the Lord of Silence. Bad omen. Either way, we have to press on. Until we uncover the truth behind the 13th Titan.
The buried past is the key to stopping Iron Tomb. That is, if it even exists.
Xandar says the Demiurge never existed. Who actually buys that? You can erase the records, but not the truth. It vanished too cleanly. No traces. Like someone's yelling, look, there's nothing here. Too bad I'm the type who can't resist digging deeper. Looks like I'll be counting on you again, Screwy. Let's tear the system inside out.
Always happy to help. But as your academic partner, I have to ask, Herta, what if we fail? Let's say the Demiurge really doesn't exist. Do you have a backup plan?
A backup plan? Of course. If we can't find the key, we turn the lock into the key.
That plan's cost is incalculable. It shouldn't even be on the table.
Well, then let's hope we never have to use it. There's no point worrying about the end just yet. One step at a time. Let's go. We don't want to leave the others waiting. You brought what I asked for, right?
A butterfly has to land on the branch before it can dance.
This is pure genius.
We'll need a wide open platform before her entrance.
Just use that thing over there, Zag. What a dumb name. I hereby rename it Herta's Big Hand. Herta's Big Hand is what I call power. Keep it still, not done? Time for your precious treasure to make its debut.
Target initialized. With these wings, hacking should be much more efficient.
Oh, a classic nuclear heat engine. Classy choice.
Just a personal preference. Her name's Mistletoe.
Every flower in your garden's got a bit of poison, huh?
Also a personal preference.
It reminds me of the last time when we tangled with that Punklordian brat. What did she call this kind of infiltration tool again? Right. Dirty data shell. It wraps around the kernel to fool even top-tier firewalls. But yours is way too clean. Not even a hint of real-world grit.
Herta, your tone is unusually emotional. Suggestion. Let's get back to the topic at hand.
I thought we were done with that conversation.
Unfortunately, current conditions won't let me ignore any variables. Especially the most important one. Your will. Iron Tomb never stops. It is evolving faster than any of our worst projections. Every instant in the Eon's calculation is like a sword hanging over the cosmos. Every move humanity makes could speed up its arrival.
Which is exactly why we can't mess this up. And now, Droidhead wants to hand down judgment to the poor cosmos again. Border Star Trade War, Emperor's War, Rupert's death. Every time their instant arrived, it meant another bloodbath for humanity.
But in this ultimate battle of erudition, you and I are supposed to be players, not pawns. If you choose to burn yourself out as a resource, then everything we've worked for means nothing. Herta, the cosmos won't just stand by and let a genius throw their life away. And neither will I.
No need to kill the mood. This is why we're here, isn't it? We need to find the Demiurge and that lost key. I'm not here to be a deliverer. I just want to beat Xandar and Droidhead. Right now, I just need to know. Are you with me?
Of course. Time to board. After you.
Let's tidy this place up and see what this Demiurge really is. Let's hope this Matrix is better organized than the Emperor's junkyard of a birthplace.
This whole space has been completely tainted by some kind of energy.
I see it too. We're thinking the same thing. Xandar, how could you go this far? Turning your own graveyard into this. What's that up ahead?
Katorzane algebraic expressions. It's built for isolation, not defense.
So basically, the door to the tomb, right? Great. Let's find the handle.
I'm picking up multiple independent signals with the same data structure as the barrier. Projection. We can hack the terminal, reverse the computation, and turn it into an attack.
Classic move. Use their own systems against them. Take us to the nearest one. No response. Just as I feared. Not promising.
The output is barely a third of what we need. Logic says we'll need multiple terminals to coordinate the strike. Locking onto the next one now.
Find anything else?
Regarding the origin of these ruins, no logs found yet. Xander erased all records, but I did find some interesting scars in the circuit. High energy radiation. Internal imaginary energy contamination. From what I know, there's only one thing that fits.
Skip the science talk, Screwy. That thing only goes by one name, a Stellaron.
Exactly. Xander blew one up just to clean the entire scepter system.
So that's what he meant by killed that Titan with my own hands. He wanted to turn the neuron of the erudition into a relay for the destruction. That meant getting rid of all of it, at all costs. The life form known as the Demiurge was the original target of the Scepter's extrapolation.
It makes sense. Evernight calling it the first new spore confirms this viewpoint. The prime mover of life. That's what Scepter Delta ME-13 was originally tasked with. Even after it got scrapped, the query kept running. Yet the true value lies in the process of solving it, not the answer itself. Then, does this mean finding the Demiurge is hopeless?
No, I'd say exactly the opposite. It means Xandar had no control. He couldn't contain the Demiurge just like he couldn't handle Droidhead. So he tried to erase every trace, but he failed. It still left a mark. By the way, if there's another Stellaron in Amphoreus, why hasn't that little one reacted? Trailblaze Archive 466. The data from Philia 093 clearly indicates that the Demiurge did in fact enter Amphoreus' extrapolation.
Inside that world, it was the 13th, forgotten Titan, the one who listened to 30 million cycles of Cyrene'd's memory. But Evernight said the opposite. She believed that tomb was empty from the start. The nameless Titan never existed. The so-called listener was just a trap set by the Remembrance to steal the scepter.
A mimetic entity full of theatrics. How much of what she's saying is true? Would an Eon really speak in circles like this? I doubt it.
The Remembrance's behavior is certainly odd, but her assessment aligns with our current reality. Since we entered the Matrix, we haven't found a single clue pointing to the Demiurge.
And that's the key, Screwy. Xandar's actions prove the Demiurge exists. But what Evernight said, and what we've actually seen all point to the opposite. So we have to assume that both are true. And if that's the case, then the contradiction leads us to...
the truth.
Exactly. One last terminal. One final key. Time to crack open the kernel. Xandar had to lie to the original Finan and Cyrene.
Logic. He had already identified the Remembrance as a threat, yet found no viable way to eliminate it.
All right, let's finish this. Time to break through that barrier.
Operation authorized. Path energy readings. The erudition declining. The destruction surging. The remembrance 0.
What's going on?
Cause unknown. They left no discernible trace within the real Matrix.
That shouldn't be possible. Could it be that the Era Nova exhausted all of the Remembrance's texture? Log it for now. The dots still aren't connecting. Aerial brawl.
It's advised to remain vigilant. The destruction's levels are still rising.
What's the matter?
Interesting. I just picked up a signal from the exo-myth.
Is unlike anything I've felt before. Is this the place?
Correct. Judging by its defensive properties, this is the entrance to the exo-myth.
I didn't expect that. Who builds a lab in the middle of digital rubble? Then again, never doubt a dead man's resolve. So how's our dearly departed doing?
He severed part of his neural pathways to break free from Lord Anaxagoras' control. But that also triggered the failsafe I set. Conclusion. Xandar has lost all combat functionality and is no longer capable of action.
So now he's a specter, literally. Screwy, can you open a path? Just to be sure, I want to see this for myself. Might as well drop in and say hi to the real him.
Logic. Scanning his inspiration circuit might help us track down the Demiurge.
Exactly. His brain is the crime scene. There's no way it's spotless.
But it could be a trap.
That's why you're here. 2-on-1. We've never lost a matchup.
The chronocognitive anchor is in place. Proceed when ready.
I knew it. The one thing I didn't want to happen, he's not here.
The coordinates are accurate. Xander is still here. However, his position is shifting rapidly and chaotically. This pattern doesn't match any known shielding technology.
It's his domain. Stay alert. Cheap trick.
The spatial field here.
We're back.
Reverse engineering complete. The results are not what I expected. Logs show Lycurgus revoked administrator access. The chronocognitive anchor can't get a fix because at the system level, Lygus no longer exists. Our navigation target is a null set.
So he's stopped resisting?
Before vanishing, it seems he left one last message for us.
To those who follow, all is proven. Find me beneath the tombstone.
Melodramatic.
He was expecting us. And once he learned of the Great Tomb's existence, he initiated his own search for the Demiurge.
Guess he wants a final showdown. Fine. Let the old Intellitron dig his own grave. Just like he wants.
To be in the purest light is to be in the purest dark. Nothing exists there.
The Scepter's mainframe. Or maybe we should now call it the Lord Ravager's placenta.
Unfortunately, we still haven't found anything.
Really? I don't think so. Not finding anything is our biggest find.
Please elaborate.
If the Demiurge was destroyed, there'd be at least some bits of it left. I don't buy that a Stellaron could have blasted all the traces away as cleanly as a scalpel. As I said before, its disappearance is too clean. If the garden hadn't stirred the pot, no one would even know about the Demiurge's existence. We're talking about the Scepter's original extrapolation goal. There's no way that nothing of it was left behind. Or we can look at it from another perspective. If you were Xandar, would you be this obsessed with a concept that poses no threat? Would you guard against it at every turn?
There is the possibility that he's naturally meticulous and hates variables.
That does track with the impression he gave about himself. But Xandar shut that theory down himself just now, choosing to act even if it'll cost him dearly. We know that feeling well. The unknown is right in front of us. So we only have one choice. Solve it.
You sound pretty convinced. Surely you already have a theory. Care to share?
Of course. Though I don't have hard proof, I'm almost certain that the Demiurge has been in everyone's plain sight all this time. Yet, they were mistaken for someone else. That'd make the most sense. Why was the room empty? Because the person locked in there had run away ages ago, but they were weak and small and had no presence whatsoever. Even the old Intellitron didn't notice them.
Which also means there's a high chance that their powers are minuscule and cannot alter the outcome of the battle at all.
Well, at least Xandar is scared of them. Come on, it's time to confront him. Let's go to the tombstone he talked about. Total devastation.
He sought to bury the truth beneath absolute destruction. Logically sound, but ruthlessly extreme.
Still, slim chances doesn't mean no chances. I've hunted down a single grain of sand in the universe before. This won't stop me.
Calculation results. Your backup plan has a success rate infinitesimally close to 0.
Which means it could work, no? Looks like you were right.